been in the independent film business since 2005. The very first movie I ever worked on was in the summer where people started shooting on digital, not even red cameras, okay? And there was this thing going on in the Universal backlot where you could make a movie for $100,000 and sell it for $1 million. And that was like a microcosm bubble moment in time where serendipitously, it really made sense to find an attorney that would do it for nothing, and insert me. So my story and touch point of independent film has been long. The firm has evolved and changed as we all have needed to, with the industry changing as much as it has. But the fact of the matter is that independent film is about, it's about opportunity, it's about having a voice, it's about discovery, right? Like, this is where you can open the door for so many other things. And so the intention for today is there's two assumptions that we all just have to kind of agree. One is, I am not at the end of this workshop going to judge or take a point of view on your particular project, right? Your project is your project, and we are not the experts in the room to make it better, to make it worse, or to judge it. My intention for this room is every person in here who has their project eventually makes it in the best possible way for themselves, for their career, for the audience that it is for, right? And so that's one assumption. The other assumption is, like, you're not going to get a law degree at the end of today, right? Like, that's silly. So I did design today to really empower you to have the knowledge that you need so that when you're at the seat of the table of independently financing a film, you know enough to say, I kind of remember this conversation, I kind of know this, or today, realizing and learning about these things that you have a major gaping hole in what you're doing, and how do you do that? You have to, just like when you're making a movie, align yourself with the anal line producer that cuts every single check and drives you crazy and tells you over budget. You need to align yourself with a caterer that doesn't give everyone E. coli. You need to make sure your director does your shots. You need to find a good attorney that you have a relationship with and you trust and is going to do right by you. And so this is not in lieu of, right? And at any budget level, it's really not in lieu of. It's to help you as a producer, because a producer is effectively doing what? They're starting a movie from the ground up. It's a startup. You say, I'm going to be Movie Inc., and my P&L is this, it's going to cost me this to make it, and then I'm going to make it in the open market and hope that the revenue comes back in and pay everybody according to plan. And you can have a profitable business, or you can have a business that doesn't make any money, and it's really up to you, the producer, to bring in all of these people and do that, right? And the foundation of that is, how do you capitalize said startup? So that's what today is about. The only other thing I want to say is that it's an incredible time to make an independent film. And even though the market's changing and the buyers are changing, there's a lot of uncertainty in that. The fact of the matter is, eyeballs on a screen, any type of screen possible, is just increasing by the minute. And so, my hope is that you all in here have that opportunity, and I'm just trying to empower you to make the best out of said opportunity. So, starting with like the nuts and bolts, right, 9 to 11, Sean is going to take us through just the very basic, which is like, you set up the company that's going to finance the film, and he'll walk you through that.